see Kirk Cousins.
He's not afraid to throw it. Second in the NFL in touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Bucs on Thursday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week they put it.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Falcons make their way out behind their new quarterback for 2024. Signed back in March, the veteran Kirk Cousins.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Now Cousins. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Logan Hall coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. There's the stiff arm. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs get ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading him out in his 2nd season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. A first carry for Rachaad White. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. White's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown. And
now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still second down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards the pickup there.
Godwin with a nice grab there, and he's been a consistent weapon for this Buccaneers offense, although a bit unheralded. He's eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark for each of his last 3 seasons, and his ability to make plays on all 3 levels is invaluable for not just his franchise, but his quarterback, Baker Mayfield.
In motion left, Godwin. Mayfield to... And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll go up the middle with White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Mayfield looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. They'll run for it. This is White. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down.
Holding offense.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Falcons have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Cousins. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They go with White on the counter. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. In motion left, Shepard. Now Mayfield. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Buying time to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From Falcons.
Shepard goes in motion.
To throw, Mayfield.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Play action now. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Cousins to throw it.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
They'll start here with a handoff to White.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield now. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a give up the middle. This is White.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Mayfield. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Mayfield.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Locates Mooney on the out route.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Cousins again. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
2nd and 10. In motion goes McLeod. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Evans has it left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, Ray McLeod.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Running out of the gun with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. That is caught, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
2nd down and 3.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games on the docket for this first weekend in the next few days here in October. One being at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. The early start between the Jets and the Vikings. Good games in the late afternoon as well. One being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And then on Sunday night, the national audience in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still second down.
In motion, left Shepard.
Now back to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's White. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Slot man moves right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down. Mayfield to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
White is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
And he gets halfway there from the
like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rachaad White
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
And complete to Drake London.
Room here to run.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Drake London.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons are back within a score.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Delay of game, offense.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Still 2nd down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mayfield. That's complete to White. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still 2nd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Cousins. And caught by London. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Cousins.
That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Touchdown!
Jarnell Mooney
from 8 yards out.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Coup for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
The drive starts with a run by White. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Matt Judon there to bring him down. Now a 2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with a slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Mayfield.
He's got Otten.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. This is White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Evans has it left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
In motion left, Godwin.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next possession. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Cousins. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Cousins now. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing, Cousins.
This is to Pitts on the quick slant.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here's 3rd down at 5. Robinson on a give right side.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is
Personal
about.
Foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the print.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return?
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Mayfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Kevin King with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield. Pass complete to Shepard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Mayfield finds White.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here's Baker.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss will move it back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis,